Nah, I just give thanks. I'm going to call in our ancestors and ask them to sit with us this evening with 3 chimes. Only those who are with a higher white light vibration are welcome. Those are the one that really understand anyway. But I'm going to read from today, Sin Meta. And let me not forget the 12 steps of recovery. I really value those steps, especially when I have days like this where I need to sit back and reflect on how grateful I am for my life and that I don't act out and project onto others. Very grateful today, just grateful. So here we go, 3 chimes. The 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. 1, we admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, we had a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood God. 4, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we were entirely ready to have God remove all of these defects of character and conditioning. 7, we humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. 8, we made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, we made direct amends to such people whenever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, we continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, we sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood God, praying only for the knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to addicts and anyone who's suffering in any capacity, and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And I have to reiterate, addiction is not all about drugs. It's about relationships, control, having control, people, shopping, so many levels. What is your thought? Share what's on your heart at blackjewels.com. That's Black Jewel with 2 L's and an S.com. I'd love to hear from you. Let's go. The reading, it is 9:11. Bend with the wind. We learn to become flexible as new things are revealed. We feel renewed. Taken from the basic text, page 102. Flexibility was not a part of the vocabulary we used in our using days. We become obsessed with the raw pleasure of our drugs and harden to all the softer, subtle, more infinitely varied pleasures of the world around us. Our desires had turned life itself into a constant thread of jails, institutions, and death, a threat against which we're harden ourselves all the more. In the end, we became brittle. With the mere breath of life's wind, we crumbled at last, broken, defeated, with no choice but to surrender. But the beautiful irony of recovery is that in our surrender, we found the flexibility we had lost in our addiction, the very lack of which had defeated us. We regained the ability to bend in life's breeze without breaking. When the wind blew, we felt its loving caress against our skin, where once we would have hardened ourselves as if against the onrush of a storm. The winds of life blew new airs our way each moment with them new fragrances, new pleasures, varied, subtle difference. As we bend with life's winds, we feel and hear and touch and smell and taste all it has to offer us. And as new winds blow, we feel renewed. Just for today, higher power help me bend with life's winds and glory in its passing, free from rigidity. Bend with the wind, go with the flow. That's all I know. You can't stop it. Go with it. Don't let it break you. It seems like I wish I had more to offer tonight, but I really don't. Besides sending meta, which is one thing that I love to do because it brings awareness to the fact that we want others to be happy in our life. And we'll conclude with the Metta Sutta. Take a deep breath. Let's chime in. Drink your water. And say, I will be happy. I will be healthy. I will be free of danger. I will be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. I will be peaceful, kind, wise, and skillful. I will be at ease. I'm going to conclude with the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's all I have for you. Life with Miss Jewel, your favorite recovery life coach. Deuces.